Plates ready? This is Food School, Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast. Want to feel amazing, love the way you look in the mirror, and perform your absolute best in the gym, at work, and in life? You're definitely in the right place. Food, it's you. It builds every single cell of you. And if there is one thing every human being must master, it's food. Because at the very least, eating, you do it every day, several times a day, every single day. You might as well get good at it. I'm your host, Shurina from Create Yourself That Today, your personal nutritionist and plate watcher, your diet guide and explorer, your fat loss coach and food inspector. And just someone with a lot of passion and obsession and curiosity for healthy food, healthy diets, nutrition, optimized human performance, everything and absolutely anything you put in your grocery shopping cart, your fridge, on your plate, and in your mouth. It's my business. Food School, on a mission to help you eat better daily.
It's the last time I talk about food. It's the last time I talk about food.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Food School podcast, where we're all trying to get smarter, stronger, leaner daily by eating the right foods, exercising, having healthier lifestyle, and doing different hacks, different habits every single day to have more energy, to accomplish more, to look awesome, and just enjoy our life that much more. Today's episode is all about other routines besides healthy eating, besides exercise that I do. I've been asked a lot about what else do I do daily to make sure that I have the most energy, that I feel the best, look the best, and perform the best on all else mentally and physically as much as it's possible. So what do I do besides exercise, besides eating healthy food? So let's start from the very morning. When I wake up, before even opening my eyes, I think to myself, think about my goals, my long-term goals, my visions, things that I want to focus on, things that inspire me and aspire me to jump out of the bed and crush it all, whatever it is I need to crush to build the life that I want to live and build the person that I want to become and becoming every single day. So I imagine all of that before opening my eyes. Then I slowly get up. I'm not the kind of person, I don't know if anyone is, who just jumps out of the bed. So I slowly get up and turn on some light in my room, and then I start looking at my goals. I have different kind of papers around my room and pictures, and I look at them where I have my goals written down and think about them, and then I start slowly, usually with some music, doing affirmations, who I want to become, how do I want to feel, and it's all in present tense. For example, I'm feeling fit, I'm young, I'm attractive, I'm successful, I'm creating abundance, I'm building a successful business, I'm a great coach, speaker, entrepreneur, whatever it is you want to say. So it's in a present, affirmative, positive. And that's what I do after I get up. And at the same time, I also start moving. Just, move your body, make sure that everything works as it's supposed to work. You don't feel any pains, any discomfort anywhere. And just start moving. Movement is life, and you need to start moving when you get up. Also, somewhere in between, I drink half a liter of water. I make my bed, and then I go and brush my teeth, wash my face. Then I might continue doing some affirmations. After that, I start doing Wim Hof breathing technique. If you're not familiar with that, I'm gonna post a link in the show notes so you can watch some YouTube videos and start practicing and see how you feel. Why do I do it? Because it gives you a lot of energy, mental and physical energy. And also during my day, whenever I feel like I need a boost of mental or physical energy, I do Wim Hof breathing again. That kind of breathing you can do almost anywhere. So Wim Hof breathing. After that, I do 15 minutes of meditation. And this is priming meditation by Tony Robbins. I'm also going to post the link in the show notes. And basically, the meditation is guided meditation recorded by Tony Robbins. And it's all about giving thanks to what you have in life, to being grateful for people and circumstances in your life. Also, this meditation is all about thinking about things that you want to improve and things that you want to build in your life, focusing and visualizing your goals once again. So that's another thing I do every single morning, no matter what. After that, I usually do some journal writing, and it doesn't have to be a lot, sometimes it's just a few sentences, but it's more of a habit, like kind of putting some thoughts that I need to think about or some interesting or peculiar thoughts. I just put them out on paper. After journaling, I look at my schedule, I schedule my day, what I do, when I do it. And the thing about schedules, guys, you want to make sure that you schedule activities according to your energy levels. So for example, I personally know that I'm the most energetic mentally and physically, the most positive, the most creative in the morning. And that's when I schedule my most important work, my most challenging work. And usually that kind of work is something creative. So when I need to come up with something new, when I need to solve some challenge or find a solution to a problem, that's when I do it. First thing in the morning, I do the most challenging, the most important, the most energy demanding tasks. That when it comes to schedule my things. After I schedule everything, I put clothes on and either go to work out in the gym, or I might do yoga, or I might go outside for a walk. In any case, I do some kind of exercise and I make sure that I expose myself to light as soon as possible, first thing in the morning. It can be, walk outside, or I might go to, on the way to the gym or to another workout. I spend some time in the sun, exposing myself to sunlight, especially my eyes and mitochondria, and that helps your body to wake up, to start all the processes. It helps your mitochondria to give you more energy, to create more energy. So, and it also improves your sleep actually when you expose yourself to light first thing in the morning at sunrise. So I don't necessarily know exactly at sunrise, but in the morning, as early as you possibly can, go and see some sunshine. After that, after my workout, I come back home or take a shower at the place where I have my workout, and then I take a contrast shower. So usually I start with hot shower for a minute, maybe a minute and a half, and then I switch it to cold, then to hot, then to cold, to hot, and I finish with cold water. And depending on where in the world I am, right now I'm in Siberia, the water usually gets either colder or warmer. Right now it's icy cold, so cold water is really, really cold. And again, it helps you to boost your energy production. It also boosts your immune system, so you get sick less. It also helps you to withstand any kind of temperature changes much better. So for example, when I went to sauna and cold pool this weekend, I found out, to my pleasant surprise, that I was able to stay in cold water much longer than anyone else, and I didn't even feel like it was cold because of all these cold showers. So cold shower after my workout in the morning, and then I start my day. I started with the most important task, breakfast. Sometimes I might have breakfast early in the morning. Sometimes I might wait till noon. But when it comes to scheduling of my food, I usually have one, maximum two meals, and usually my meals end by 3 p.m., sometimes by 6 p.m., but no later. And I always make sure that I have 16, 18 hours of fasting every single day, meaning no nutrition, no calories coming in for 16, 18 hours every single day. So that's pretty much my morning. Usually during the second half of the day, I make sure that, again, I get outside, especially between the hours of 1 and 3, when it's the least productive time for me in the afternoon. I make sure I do something like maybe having lunch, or maybe going out and doing some grocery shopping, something that doesn't require a lot of thinking or a lot of any kind of energy. So, I might even take a nap sometimes between hour 1 and 3, but I also make sure that I get some sun exposure at that time. And so after that, I usually continue working. And I guess the second part of my routine that I believe is really important is my night routine. So an hour before bed, I turn off all the devices, my computer, my phone, all internet, everything. So there is no blue light exposure that can interrupt the production of melatonin and can interrupt my sleep. An hour before bed, I usually meditate or talk to my family or friends, or I might do some foam rolling, just some relaxation stuff that doesn't involve any electronics, maybe read some paper book or something like that. So an hour before bed, I start getting ready for bed. And then somewhere before bed also, I take a warm shower, a warm bath that also helps your body to change the temperature from warm to cold, and the colder temperature of our body at night helps us to fall asleep easier and have better quality of sleep. And we all know the better quality of sleep you have, the better we perform during the day. So your day, your most productive day, starts actually the night before. And night routine will make sure that you have good quality sleep. So after bath, after shower, I also make sure that my room is cool. So under the covers, I feel comfortable, but I also know that it's cold and I have a lot of fresh air in my room. I also make sure that my room is pitch dark, and it can be, I can be using, like right now, blackout curtains, or if I don't have blackout curtains, if I'm somewhere where I don't have them, then I'm going to use mask that completely blocks all the light. Also, you want to make sure that the room is quiet. And if you're not sure that the night is going to be quiet, or your windows do not protect your room from noise, and maybe your walls also that, well, then you also want to make sure that you use some earplugs, because you might not notice it, but you might actually wake up several times at night and fall back asleep because of some noise, or maybe because of temperature, or because of some light. And that's gonna give you sleep that is not that great, and that means that you will not recover as well as you could, and you're not going to have your day as productive as it is. And that's about it when it comes to my routine. So to recap, guys, every morning I do affirmations, I do meditations, I focus on my visions, on my goals, I do breathing, I do exercise and light exposure, and then I do cold exposure, cold shower, and then I plan my day and start working. In the middle of the day, I make sure I expose myself to light again. I also make sure that I fast every day for 16 hours a day. And at night, I have my routine also. When an hour before bed, I turn off all the devices, all the internet stuff. An hour before bed, I start preparing myself for sleep, and I do some also meditation, journaling, and I make sure that my room is pitch dark, that room is quiet, and the temperature is cool, 18 to 20 degrees centigrade, and then I take a warm shower or bath before going to bed, and then again just refocus on my goals and on my visions. And since I started doing this routine, I always feel like I'm succeeding. Every single day I accomplish more, I challenge myself, and I manage to do what I set out to do. Routines, guys, all successful people have some kind of routine. And obviously it's not the same for every single person. There are a lot of similarities, like for example, focusing on what's important for you, planning your day, or meditate, some kind of meditative practice. A lot of people do that, and also exercise, a lot of people do. So I have a question for you. Do you have any routine? If you do, what kind of routine you do? And do you notice difference when you do your routine and when you don't do your routine? Because, we've all been there. Sometimes we just don't do it for some reason, either bad planning, usually it's bad planning, or something else. So do you have your routine? If not, create some routine. And if you need some help with your routine, maybe some suggestions, some advice, what you can do in your particular situation, feel free to schedule your free Skype Q&A call with me, the link in the show notes also, and I'll help you to create your routine. Something good that you can start with to get the most energy and the most out of yourself every single day. So go ahead and schedule our Skype call and create your routine, because routine, guys, it will take you to another level. And maybe you have a routine, but you feel like it's not exactly your routine, or it's not the best routine that you'd like to be doing. Then again, also schedule your Skype call with me, and I can help you create a better routine, and maybe walk around some obstacles that you have that you think do not allow you to have your perfect routine. So this is for today, guys. Tomorrow we will talk about how to create the perfect environment that supports your goals, your healthy eating, your exercise. On Wednesday, I'm going to answer some of your questions. So if you have questions and you want to ask them, you still have time till Wednesday to get them answered on the podcast. Just email me to angela@createyourself.today. Also on Thursday or Friday and Saturday, we're gonna have a man who wrote the book about calories, and who is the guy if you want to ask any details about calories, why they matter, when they don't matter, all of that. So gonna be exciting conversation. And then also we're gonna have on a family of keto family, or keto fueled family that choose to have this low carb keto lifestyle with a lot of animal products, who look amazing, who have the best energy, who have their own life, their own business, who live life on their own terms, who have amazing kids, who also eating the same way, who do not need some processed cereal to start their days, or some other bullshit kids food. So if you have a family, and if you're interested in having a super healthy, energetic, and superhero family, then this might be interesting for you. But in any case, it's going to be interesting and awesome. So stay tuned this week, and till next time, eat better daily.